I'm Lindsay.
And I'm John.
We are not experts in bourbon by any means. All of our reviews are based off of our own personal tastes.
This is 100% a blind tasting. I do not know what is in my glass till the end.
We're just trying to give a fresh shakeup of all bourbon and whiskey taste testing. Enjoy! Hi guys! So John's about to try his first whiskey. Again, this is all blind to him. He doesn't know anything about what he's drinking, where it comes from, anything like that. I pour it in the cup and hand it to him, and then he's going to decide from his own personal likes of what he thinks. We go off of a 25-point scale that we eventually at the end multiply by 4 to get up to a 100-point ranking, which is what most people use. So we use 5 for smell, then we do 10 for taste, 5 for the finish of the whiskey, and then we do 2.5 for bottle and 2.5 for the color of the actual liquid. All right, so the first one is going to be smell. So John's taking very slow, small whiffs of the whiskey, and if you roll your glass a little bit and get the liquid to slosh around in there, it lets go some of the alcohol. And then also smelling slowly instead of just taking one big deep inhale helps you pick up a little bit different notes that some people wouldn't normally smell. So what do we smell so far?
We get butterscotch, some oak, it's very, very sweet, very pleasant.
So after smelling the different smells that you have smelled with this one, what are you going to give it on a scale of 5 for smell?
I would not want to jump right into giving it a perfect 5 for the first review, but this is the perfect smell for a bourbon for me. I would give this a 5 out of 5.
Fair enough. All right, guys, so we're on to the tasting now. Remember, it's ranked out of 10 points for how John feels that it tastes. So one of the things that we've kind of pulled from other bourbon tasters and some of the professionals is that bourbon actually and whiskey are both really good to try and taste on the 4th and 5th sip more so, and even the 3rd, but not the 1st and 2nd. The 1st and 2nd, you just really get the burn and it kind of starts to numb your taste buds. And then you start pulling out a lot more flavors on that 3rd, 4th, and 5th sip. So they always say that when you're going to review a bourbon or a whiskey, to do it on the 4th, 5th sip, get really into it and start unleashing all of those awesome flavors that come out. So I think John's successfully on his 5th or 6th, maybe 7th
Yeah,
sip.
that might be up there.
But I think he's really enjoying this one. So what are we tasting out of this one?
The butter definitely transfers over to the taste. I'm not sure if it's butterscotch, but if it's definitely buttery. No, I'm not a huge rye drinker, but there is a couple that I love. I'm not sure if it's a rye, but it is a high rye recipe. It was a very, very pleasant whiskey. I think I know what it is, but I'm probably wrong, because as you see behind me, there's a lot of whiskey. I do not... It could be 1 of 5 in my head right now.
Okay. Stop. All right, so now we have pulled out all of the notes that we can pull out from drinking it. Now what are we going to score it?
I get it an 8 out of 10.
All right, so on to finish, we get 5 points for this. And by finish, we're usually talking about like how long it's sitting on your tongue, how long the burn lasts in your chest, which some people refer to as the Kentucky hug. Anything like that, that just the finishing parts of the whiskey. So what are we feeling for the finish?
Well, the viscosity is very good.
So he's talking about if it's heavy, syrupy, just nice and smooth, rolls down your throat, no problems.
You get a little bit of a Kentucky hug, not too much. It doesn't overwhelm. Finish is medium. It is almost perfect for a finish.
So what are we feeling out of that 5-point scale?
Well, I'm feeling it's a 4.5. Feels like it's a little lower proof, like a little less than 100. But it is very, very solid.
All right, guys, so here's the conclusion of our tasting. So John's a little tipsy now, but this is going to be the big reveal. So he still has 5 points to give out for the look of the bottle and the look of the liquid. So Jon likes to see the liquid in the actual bottle. I really don't mind either way. That's the first thing I look at when I get a pour, is what the liquid looks like. So Jon likes to see it in the bottle, different lights kind of thing, to see how it refracts the light and everything. Doesn't matter either way, whatever you want to do it. So he's going to judge it 2.5 on the bottle, 2.5 on the color of the liquid. And this is the big reveal for what he's been tasting. So Jon, where do you think you're at with proof-wise? Like, what proof is the liquor you're drinking?
I think it is around a 93. I think I know what it is. That's why I picked that specific number.
Okay. All right, so all of Jon's reviews, smell and taste and the finish, were on Blanton's.
Which is exactly what I thought it was.
One of our favorites. As you can tell, we've got 4 of them. But this is one of our favorites. It's a little bit harder to find, but we really enjoy it. So, giving our last 5 points, what are...
So this is one of my daily drinkers. The bottle is my absolute most favorite bottle there is out there. It is a perfect score, perfect 2.5 on the bottle. For the color, it's not barrel proof, so you don't get the dark color. It is a very beautiful color though. It's almost a dark copper. I'd give the color a 2.0.
All right, so tallying up Jon's finals, his smell, his taste, his look, and his finish for Blanton's, he comes to 22 points, which we multiply by 4 to get up to that 100-point scale of 88 out of 100. Now, again, this is just our personal, how we feel about it. This is how we rank it. This is what we like about it and don't like. So Blanton's is one of our top picks. It's one of our favorites between the two of us, as you can see. We really enjoy it. It is a little bit harder to find, but keep looking for it because it's starting to distribute a lot further out now. It's usually state minimum is what, $59.99 for it?
In Michigan.
In Michigan, most people are looking at it for that price. You can get it around $65 is what we found around here. And it's a crapshoot where you can and can't find it, just who gets it and who doesn't. It's 93 proof. It's a nice daily drinker, great on the rocks, great just neat and by itself. Wonderful, wonderful bourbon. We really enjoy it. It's one of our favorites.
I am very happy that Blanton's was the first bottle she chose for me to review, though it is going to be tough, very tough, for me to compare to this one. We have many whiskeys behind us that I love, many whiskeys behind us that I have not tried.
We really appreciate you guys watching our reviews. Like and subscribe to our channel. Please leave us comments and anything, feedback. We love to know what you guys would or wouldn't like to see more of. Any bourbons, whiskeys, anything that you guys would like us to review if you enjoyed it. Again, we're completely on our own doing this just to kind of see what's out there and let you guys know an honest opinion of what we see and what we do and don't like. So hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and please leave us some feedback. We would love to hear from you guys.
Thank you.